What's happening, everyone?
Welcome.
Time for another malt review with Mike and Narby.
What's up?
We are doing a bottle from our very favorite distillery. It is the Springbank 35-year-old from the Millennium series. This is limited edition whiskey, bottled at 46%.
We've already done the 30-year-old.
Yeah, the
from
30-year-old. If you look back in the archives, we've done the 30-year-old. There's a 25, 30, 35, 40, and 45.
And 50.
And 50. Our research told us, back when we were researching, trying to figure out what to get, this 35-year-old was by far the best. And now that we've tried a lot of whiskeys, we know that it is the best.
Research confirmed.
This 35-year-old is an unbelievable Springbank, very legendary, and we're finally doing the review of this. It's very dark,
As you
rich
can
in
see,
color.
it's not our first rodeo with the whiskey.
Yeah, no, we've had this very, very many times.
Yeah. But yes,
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful color.
Mike was reminding me as we were letting this breathe and talking about the whiskey. He's like, remember that you actually freaking cried the first time we had this?
He literally shed tears because he had never experienced, me neither. We had never experienced anything like this. You know, back in our whiskey journey, whatever, many years ago.
Yeah,
He actually cried.
This was the second legendary Springbank we'd ever tried.
Yes.
This was the second one in terms of like that extreme wow moment with Springbank, and these were the whiskeys that eventually led us to say like, wow, this beats all the other distilleries for us. It's so legendary, and this bottle has a lot to do with the fact this bottle now. God, I'm trying to think of how much it goes for at auction. I believe it's somewhere around a little over $5,000 to $6,000. I think it goes for.
Oh, it's that much. Wow.
I think it
Pounds?
No, dollars.
Oh, dollars. Okay.
Yeah, I think it goes for like over 3,000 pounds.
I was gonna say maybe 3,500 max.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, getting there, like 6,000.
Yeah, and it's not surprising. You know, this was a more, few years back, like 2 years back, you can get it for like 2,000. So I think it's more than double in the last couple of years.
Yeah, it seems like Springbank is finally getting its credit and due because the prices have really been skyrocketing in all the legendary Springbanks.
Yeah,
at auction.
We don't have a very large following, but if you look back at our videos, even from like 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years we've been doing this, the reviews, and even when you look back, we're talking, from the very beginning, we're talking about the Springbank Funk and how legendary Springbank is and all that stuff. So, we don't have a big following where a lot of people haven't seen it, but
Springbanks.
Yeah.
Finally getting its due.
Yeah, finally getting its due. On the nose, you guys. This has been breathing for about 30 minutes. Just doing the Springbank thing, but on such a high level. It is just, words can't freaking describe on what level this is doing everything at.
That's it. It's like the funk is now a cologne or like a perfume, right?
This is how exactly that Springbank funk went to a musky, fruity, rich. It's just like it's almost like the rich,
I want to spray it everywhere.
It's a rich citrus fruit, dark fruit, vanilla, tobacco. Icing sugar, sweet balsamico. It is so yummy. And it noses, it's 46%, and it noses like a 46%. And it's just zero, it's almost like not even like can't get any alcohol whatsoever.
No.
The amount of just peaches and apricots and sweet grapes and melon and honey and orange and almost like a very milk chocolate, not a dark chocolate.
Yes. It's almost like the age comes through because it's so many of those Springbank elements like Narby mentioned, but the age 35 years really comes through. It's almost more like such a luxurious, elegant, sophisticated, refined version of all those Springbank notes, including, like I said, the Springbank funk, becoming like a perfect like cologne, almost perfume.
It's very perfumey. It's just
that's
age.
the age coming through, which I love about that. So it's like, in some ways, also it's 46%, but some ways, the power of the notes, like versus like the Springbank 100 proofs at 57%, the power's a little tuned down, but the elegance, the richness, the depth, complexity of those same notes makes up for it in a way. Because of the age. It's crazy.
Getting like pineapple and coconut.
I'm getting like, you just said it, but I'm getting like pineapple coconut flavored cola. Like real pina colada.
We always say it.
Nuts.
We always say it. Those like that sweet, almost like gummy bear kind of candies. I hate using gummy bear as a note. It's not what we mean.
Right.
We just mean
Candy.
it as in sweet and candied.
So
in the
many
most
candy
high-end
fruits.
Yeah, high-end version. And that cola and that honey, very, very rich, sweet honey mustard coming through.
Yes. Oh, you definitely get that in here with so many tropical fresh fruits.
Yeah, it's just
The balsamico, the sherry
complex.
vinaigrette, cola, even like cooked meats, nice gamey barbecued meats, soy sauce.
I almost get like, when you say gamey meats, it's almost for me like I'm getting more like barbecued, like pineapple and coconut coming in with that mustard element and coming through with just the peaches and apricots and honeydew melon and God dang.
You like nailed it. It's like, because the barbecue and the fruits together, yeah, it's like barbecue pineapple.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah. I don't approach the meat.
Sugar.
I don't approach the meat. It just kind of like the barbecue element for me is almost like a barbecued pineapple.
That sounds good too.
Yeah.
Just
so elegant. That funk is there, but it's so elegant.
It's like the funk got a college degree or two, and it's now graduated into this nice, sophisticated perfume and cologne. Damn.
You could almost say anything. It's so complex. As much as I want to say it's perfect at 46%, I do wonder what the hell this would be at above 50.
Maybe a local barley.
God.
Yes, sir. I second that. Oh, it's so nice.
Amazing. Absolutely stunning whiskey. This is incredible. One of the very, very best Springbanks. Should we go on the palate?
Let's do it. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Oh man. Wow. God damn it.
It's getting better.
Well, different. It's gotten so much fruitier. Where I would say, God, that is so fucking fruity.
I was gonna say like the honey mustard vinegar sherry thing we love is there, but just pineapple, man, like you said, barbecue pineapple. It's so fruity.
Just like
the fruit's coming out.
It's almost like an apricot and peach pie.
Yes. It's
because you get that brown sugar is coming over with the crust.
Yeah.
And the fruits are so there, but they're cooked down with the sugar on top.
Yeah, like you said, the pie, like cooking fruits down a long ass time.
And that rusty,
with extra sugar.
It's almost that rustiness, that mustard with the honey, like the thick, gooey, like honey mustard, almost like rusty and perfumey and intense, is in the background. When we first opened this bottle, that was almost more in the front. And the fruits were maybe a little bit more in the background. Now the fruits have just come out like crazy.
That's perfect.
It is so unique. And I know we've done a lot of sampler reviews. And I would like to say that we can try whiskey right off the bat and do it fairly justice.
But it's not
But trying a bottle from here all the way down,
there's nothing else like
the journey of it changing and the uniqueness of it is nothing else like it. But this has become such a fruit bomb, combined with that honey mustard and that cola, and the oak is so light for 35 freaking years.
That's unbelievable.
35 years. I mean, this rich sherry cask.
It's all the best from the age and zero of the bad. Like zero dryness. Barely any oak. The freshest, juiciest fruits, but like Narby said, like stewed or pie fruits. Like long, cooked, deep, complex fruits. Unreal.
And the pineapple and coconut and the orange oils and God,
like you said, apricot peach too, but
even like cashew butter almost.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just so buttery, right?
Yeah.
And it's so creamy.
Right.
So rather than cream, it's almost reminding me a hint of that nuttiness, almost like a cashew butter.
Yeah, like that beautiful sweet cashew butter.
Fuck. It is so damn good. This is
It's different.
Yeah.
Wow. It's changing.
This is one of the best Springbanks and better than a lot of local barleys out there. Not saying, there's a few local barleys that are insane
Monsters.
Yeah, but
no, obviously this is better than most, especially most of the bourbon local barleys.
yeah, this
is special.
Freaking it's almost like
it's epic.
It's a sherry. It's heavily sherried, but it's bringing out. It's a sherried whiskey that's bringing out fruits that usually only bourbon casks can.
Absolutely.
With a lot of age.
Yes.
And the finish isn't everlasting. It's long, but it's not super long. But
right.
it's great. It's a great finish.
Which like you said, love to see it in cask strength.
Yes.
Wouldn't we always? But the finish is long. It's solid.
Yeah. It's medium long rather than long.
True.
Wow.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. It's freaking incredible. That cola's coming out so much more now.
Yeah.
The cola and the
It's kind of like it's all there, but it's a matter of how it hits you and how it's changing. And it kind of shifts. And this time it's all fruits.
Yeah.
And then in the cola, the honey mustard, the balsamico, the sherry. For me, little barbecued meats, it's all still there.
Yeah.
But definitely, this time the fruit is on the foreground. This is crazy.
Yeah, even though this whiskey's changed, it's funny. From the very first dram, the score has never changed for me, including today. Like the whiskey, like it's changed a little bit. Like you said, it was more like mustardy and funky and a little bit less fruity. But now it's more fruity and it's got but it's got everything still there. It's just kind of like moved around. Yeah,
it's how you percise it. But you're right. Score has never changed.
And by the way, with these old bottlings, a lot of times, especially with Springbank, they have terrible corks. Obviously this isn't the original topper.
Best whiskey ever, worst corks ever.
Yeah, the corks break. All the old Springbank bottlings, we have to get the cork out somehow and throw it away.
God, what a pineapple party.
Insane.
Holy shit.
But it cooked down barbecued pineapple.
Yeah. Fuck. Barbecue pineapple pie.
I said milk chocolate, almost getting white chocolate.
Yeah, it's almost
the icing, the sweet icing.
It's butter. It's cocoa butter.
It's the cocoa butter with that sweet icing. Where it's almost like approaching white chocolate.
You called it white chocolate. Yeah, it's lighter than that. This is nuts.
Sweet.
Which would tell you again more like bourbon mixed with sherry, which is crazy.
Well,
This is amazing.
Jesus Christ. All right. This has been every dram, which I've had many drams of this, has been, my score's always been 96 out of 100, and today it's still 96 out of 100.
96 out of 100.
Yeah.
Every time.
All right, you guys. This is a bottle. If you have tried this bottle, let us know what you think. It is a bottle that does pop up at auctions on a fairly regular basis. You'll definitely see it if you want to hunt down for it. But it's not cheap. It's approaching that $5,000 level now. And it's certainly not cheap, but compared to some other bottles that I charge $5,000, 35 years old. If I'm gonna spend $5,000 on a bottle,
Boom.
this could very well be one of them. If I'm
Yes.
gonna compare it to other bottles that are $5,000, it's that good.
5,000 for, in our opinion, a bona fide 96.
Yeah.
You could spend your money worse ways.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy though, but that's what whiskey is now. It's pretty crazy that we open and drink these. But
It's all relative.
yeah. All right, you guys. Please like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys soon for many more reviews. Cheers.
Cheers, baby.